I'm with Active Recovery and Performance, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about lymphatic drainage and how to incorporate it into your everyday self-care routine. I have two very special guests here today who are going to help me kind of demonstrate a full facial lymphatic drainage session, as well as give you some tips and tricks as a recovery and self-care lymphatic drainage as we get into the summer months. Super excited about today. It's going to be a great session, so I hope you guys are joining us. So first question is, what exactly is lymphatic drainage massage? Lymphatic drainage massage is a form of massage used to help the body detoxify congested fluid. Many people have lots of fluid retention, and it comes in all different forms, and really everyone can benefit, which is my next question. So who needs lymphatic drainage massage? Well, everyone can benefit from it because it's a process that detoxifies the body and gets rid of waste that is kind of built up. But I will say there's several patients that really benefit from it the most, and that would be people with autoimmune disorders, cancer patients, patients with insufficient veins, prenatal and postpartum patients, post-surgical patients, and then people just with bad genetics that in general have bad fluid retention. So these are all really great ways to know if you need lymphatic drainage or not. And I have two really great examples here. Both patients of mine that have come in to do lymphatic drainage and have really good success from it. So first, we're going to talk with Erica. Erica is a patient of mine who has struggled with sinus pressure issues, as well as congestion, headaches, allergies that all kind of like make her face a little puffy, make her feel a little uncomfortable. And she has come in with lymphatic drainage needs, and we have taken care of them in a way where she can kind of do it at home for herself, as well as making her feel a little less congested. So Erica, I'm going to ask you, how do you feel about lymphatic drainage?
I have really felt like it has made a huge difference in just how my face looks. I feel like I can breathe better. I suffer from really bad allergies indoor and out. And ever since coming to Sam and checking out the process, I have found that it has really helped me. I have a face massager, the kind you can just buy and rub it all over your face. And it helps in between the sessions with Sam, but it's not the same as what she does and what I'm hoping to learn about today.
All right. Awesome. And this is Amy. We'll talk about her really quick as well, and then we'll get into the facial drainage, as well as some exercises to kind of help you guys with everything. So this is Amy. Amy is one of my great patients who is a runner. Amy had a meniscus surgery last year, and with the surgery, she had a great recovery. She did all of her PT and was moving really well. However, had some post-surgical fluid retention that built up on the knee, kind of making it so it was a little bit harder to run, to fully bend the knee and then function at a full level. So Amy came to see me in hopes that she could get that fluid retention to go down. And Amy, what do you think?
I really enjoy it. I feel like I've come twice now, and even for the whole month in between, I didn't have really any inflammation after my runs. And then Sam also kind of showed me some things to do, even in between, kind of like what Erica was saying, just to kind of keep that inflammation down, even between visits.
Awesome. Cool. It's a great thing. It's really helped change a lot of things in my life. My mom passed away of breast cancer 2 years ago, and before her passing, had extremely bad lymphedema in both of her arms, which made me want to help her. So I got certified in lymphatic drainage in order to get her moving and feeling better, and it helped her significantly. So it's changed my life. It sounds like it's changed these ladies' life, and it's just something that's really great. So what I'm going to do now is go over a full facial lymphatic drainage session that you can do on a daily basis. This is really good to help with any kind of like bags under the eyes, dark circles under the eyes, sinus infections, allergies, headaches, ear aches, like all of the things right here that you're dealing with on a daily basis. This is something that just drains and makes you feel so much better. So we're going to start off and do 5 deep belly breaths. This is super important because it basically opens up the lymphatic system and gets you moving in the way that you need to move. So when you do your belly breaths, you're going to inhale and push your stomach out. So okay, so you do that 5 times. 5 times is just a good way to be like, hey, lymphatic system, let's wake up and do this. So then I like to work in several sections for the face. And my lovely guests are going to help me with this. So we work from the neck to the chin, to the eyes, to the forehead. And with that, it just really helps your brain kind of know what to do and where to go. So I like to keep it in sections, and at the end of it all, everything is kind of draining towards the neck anyway. So that is where it's like very important to kind of start there. And I'll explain that as we go. So after you've done your 5 deep belly breaths, I want you to take your hand with a flat palm, and you're going to just kind of do some stimulating circles that are right on the base of the neck, right at the sternoclavicular notch. So you're kind of doing this circle because that's where everything's going to drain. And your point of a drainage session is to get the fluid into the functioning lymph nodes. So just keep that in mind for our later viewings. But so after you stimulate the neck, you're going to start at the base of the neck with your fingertips. And all movements are going to go down towards the neck, the base of the neck. So you'll do like 3 to 5 strokes right at the base of the neck. And then you're going to work your way up with all motions still going down to the base of the neck. And then you'll go all the way until you hit the bottom of your earlobe. So all of this area right here is going down into the neck right here to drain. And this is really good if you had a cold and you have really tight lymph nodes right here. So you go all the way to your ear. And the point of this is you have to kind of flush out what's down lower to get everything to come down. It's like a traffic jam. If your cars are blocked in front of you, you can't go until the cars in front of you leave. So essentially it's like we're cleaning out the cars and getting them moving through the traffic jam and then pulling them down. So we're going to go all the way down, and then we're kind of moving in an inch, like an inch at a time, down, down, down to the base of the neck. So the neck is drained, the neck is good. And then we're moving on to the sections of the face. So the first thing I like to do is stimulate the chin. The chin has got a lot of lymph nodes at it. This is a really great place from like the jawline down to the chin to detoxify and get rid of that extra fluid right there. So we'll start at the chin. Got our fingertips. We're going to aim towards the chin. And you're going to work your way up towards the jawline and the ear. Perfect. And then once you've hit the ear, we'll kind of do like a flush like this. And then pull it back down. And then we hit the chin again with the stimulation of the circles. So next, this is really helpful for Erica, as far as like the sinus pressure and puffiness under the eyes, dark circles under the eyes, wrinkles even, like people have asked me about that, and that's a big thing. That's a huge thing. So what we're going to do is guide basically your eyes and your side of your ears all over to the ears. So we'll stimulate the ears to start. Again, we always start where the fluid is supposed to be going. And we're going to lightly do this to our face, or we're going towards our nose. I did this morning because I woke up with baggy eyes. And you go all the way to your nose. And you might look silly. Your kids might laugh at you, but my kids were definitely like, "What are you doing this morning?" So once you get to the nose, the nostrils are a big spot for your sinus cavity too. So kind of just stimulating the nostrils really helps you breathe a little better. Okay, so once we've done that, we're going to move back towards the ear and then fully flush again right at the ear. And then the last piece is just right here at the forehead. So you'll stimulate right here in the middle of your head. And there's a few right here at the eyebrows, which is helpful. So I just kind of stimulate both. But we'll start at the top of the head and kind of do these strokes towards the top of the head, down to the eyebrow, and then almost you're going to kind of backtrack a little bit and go towards the top of the side of the forehead. And then you're just trying to guide it into these directions. So once you've done that, I just do a simple couple strokes at the forehead, couple strokes to the ears, couple strokes to the chin, and then I stimulate everything one more time. And then right at the neck, couple strokes at the neck. And there you have it. That's a facial lymphatic drainage massage that you can do at home for yourself any day of the week. If you're like, hey, I'm waking up, I'm feeling puffy, I'm not looking good today, this is a great way to get rid of all of that puffy fluid to help yourself naturally drain the fluid. So next thing will be just a quick drainage how-to on the leg. So Amy's done this. Amy knows how to do this. But essentially, it's different for each patient. So we have to kind of be mindful of that. If you have questions on fluid and think that maybe you need lymphatic drainage, come in and see me before we definitely assume that you have to do it. But so with Amy, we kind of stimulate the lymph nodes right here in the groin. And from there, again, it's a traffic jam. We're not trying to go from the bottom and then come up. We are starting right here at the top because that's where everything is going to end up draining. So we start at the top and we just do light strokes going all the way down the leg. And then you bring it back up. And this is actually really good for runners too. Many runners will run and then their legs get super swollen from the muscle pump. And so this is just a good way to kind of keep the lymph moving in your body. So this is something that Amy does sometimes, and this helps her as well with keeping it moving and going from there. And the final thing that I'm going to do is a little silly, so bear with me. But many people ask, what do I do to improve my lymphatic system at home, other than compression and things like that. And I always recommend this, but if it's something that you can't do, I also have other techniques for that to modify. But simply getting a trampoline, like a small one, and just bouncing. You're not jumping. You're not physically putting your feet in the air. You're literally just kind of bouncing. And the bounce helps the lymphatic rhythm to get moving and pump naturally throughout your body. So you can kind of do some bouncing. Now, if you have lymphedema in your arms, then you want to pump your arms. And you look silly. My kids last night were watching Mickey Mouse, and we're over here marching and doing all this stuff. And it reminds me, this is a perfect way to get the lymphatic system moving. So they're very helpful. But even just like doing like arm flying, like it looks like you're flying, or you know, some light punching while bouncing. All of that is getting the lymphatic system moving and feeling really good. Now, if you have lymphedema in the legs and need some help getting the fluid retention to go down in the legs, just march. Here I go again with the Mickey Mouse thing, but march in place. You can march off of the trampoline too if you feel more comfortable. And that physically is going to lift the lymphatic drainage or lift the lymphedema in your legs to the functioning lymph nodes and get everything moving and start draining on its own. So anyway, super great tools to use at home. I hope this was helpful for you guys. And if you have any questions, like you may have lymphedema or any of these conditions over here, and just have a hard time with fluid retention, schedule yourself, get in the clinic. I'd be happy to talk with you about it and try to get it to where you're feeling a lot better and moving much more freely.